So, hello, welcome to this episode of the preview show on the Complete Football Podcast. As you know, we always do. We'll take a break before it's 4 p.m. This is just 3:47 p.m. Before it's 4 p.m., we'll start. Let me get my guest and let us share the links to all our friends on social media. So we'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold on. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me now, Mr. James? Unmute your mic. Can you hear me?
Hello, Chief. I
Oh, good evening,
sorry, I
boss.
had a few network issues.
All
I
right.
don't know if
Thank
you
you
can hear
very.
me.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, although your voice is a little bit low.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you? Is it better now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, you can hear me.
Yes, I think it's much better now.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So welcome to the show, Mr. James. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
All right. Without wasting our time, I think we'll just go straight to our topics for today. So the first topic for discussion is who do you think who has proven to be the signing of the season so far in the Premier League? Who do you think has proven to be the signing of the season so far in the Premier League? I want to hear your opinion, Mr. James.
Well, for the Premier League, I genuinely feel this was the year that Premier League wanted to really show themselves. Like this was the year that Premier League said we'll go out and we will show that we have money. So there have been like a lot of major signings. There have been like I feel every top four club had like at least one major signing, and I know it's like too it's a little bit too early in the season to actually tell, but so far so good. I think my standout performer for me is Ekitike of Liverpool. He has been like an amazing signing for Liverpool. I enjoy the way he just slotted into the Liverpool forward line and he just makes it work. It's one thing to buy a big name signing, and it's another thing for it to actually work on the pitch.
Yeah.
So, and it even makes me curious. It makes me curious to see what's going to be the dynamic, the Isak, the Ekitike dynamic, who is going to start, who is going to be. Of course, I really don't expect a 120 million signing to be on the bench. I really don't expect that, but I'm really curious to see that dynamic, and I feel this weekend would even give us a glimpse because Ekitike is suspended, so Isak is automatically going to start. So I want to see how that works because like so far so good. I don't think it's really fair to put Ekitike on the bench, seeing that he has given so much in this little time. He has been an amazing signing. Also, there's also João Pedro. João Pedro has been a surprise for me. Like I never expected him to have like that level of impact at Chelsea because everybody knew he was a good player at Brighton, but he was not delivering consistently. But like there's a certain bite to his game now that we didn't see at Brighton. So these are like the two standout performers for me.
All right. What do you think about Paulinha at Sports? Do you think he's also a good signing? He has been a good signing so far. What do you think?
You said?
Paulinha at Sports. Paulinha, the guy that came from Bayern Munich, that Sports came loan from Bayern Munich.
Yes, yes. Actually, being a Man U fan, I had my eye on Paulina. He's a very, 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 very shrewd signing from Tottenham because, like he when you're signing a player, when you're signing a player in the from the Premier League, when you're signing a player that has Premier League experience, it makes your risk so minimal. And seeing what he did with Fulham, seeing how like he was a linchpin in that midfield, in that Fulham midfield, and then went to Bayern, could not sustain his starting bet. It was a very very shrewd signing to bring him back to Tottenham, and I enjoyed him. I really wish we had made that signing as Man United instead.
All right. Thank you very much for that brilliant analysis, as always. Okay, let's move to the headline topic for the day. Now you're a Manchester United fan. I am a Manchester United fan. So we're going to talk about Manchester United right now. That is the headline topic for the day. Do Manchester United make it to Europe this season? What do you think? Do Manchester United make it, whether it's in the Conference League, whether it's in the Europa League, whether it's the Champions League? Do you think Manchester United will make it to Europe this season with what you have seen so far?
Hmm. Hmm. That's the kind of question that makes you want.
Okay.
That's a jam question. It just makes you sigh. You have to sigh and say,
uh,
because you see Man United fans, you see Nigerians, the people who support Super Eagles. We are so used to mathematics. Our
yeah.
our our, our, our teams have made
Yeah.
us so used to mathematics that if this happens, if Cameroon does not score, if this something has to give for our success to happen, and it's
uh,
it's really so sad. But I feel there's a lot of talent at Man United, and I feel there's enough there's enough for us to be competing at the highest level. Because
okay.
sometimes I wonder, when you look at the Man United team, that team has what it takes to destroy any team currently,
Yes,
any team
of
in the
course.
world.
Of course.
And that team also has the potential to lose to Grimsby. So
Hmm.
that's what makes it so confusing. Like, you can beat anybody and you are losing to like lesser teams, and so it's so crazy. I feel that for the potential is there, the players are there for us to at least sustain Europa League football. And I feel we can even do better than that. But I feel the players would have to come to a point where they ingrain this system so much and they deliver it to the letter. Because I feel that up up to this point, there there's been there's been so many holes, and it's making the things that we do so minimal. It's making the things that we do so not seen, and it's making our own mistakes so evident. I don't know how that dynamic works. That the teams are possibly like doing a lot, but nobody is seeing the impact of what they are doing. But our mistakes are heightened. So
Hmm.
I feel there's the potential to actually succeed at Man United. I feel there's the potential, and I also believe there are players for it. But as it stands now, there's a lot we have to patch. There's a lot we have to patch. We have to get the goalkeeping right. We have to get the midfield dynamic right, because so far there's been holes around the midfield. There's been goalkeeping concerns. So I believe if we can find a system that works till at least January, and we're able to deliver on a consistent basis before we're able to make a midfield signing, I believe we should be able to make Champions League football, or at the very least Europa League football. Because, like, I always say, I always insist, the formation is not the problem. The coach is not the
Hmm.
problem. We have what it takes to succeed with our formation. We have what it takes to succeed with our coach. We just have to come to that point where the players ingrain this system. They understand that, hey, you have to play this and this has to work. If we get to that point, I tell you the truth, we would breeze teams away, and it will be so crazy. Because so far so good. I feel we are on the right track. We just have to get to that point where the players ingrain this system and they deliver it to the letter.
Okay, I think we've lost him for a bit. Before he comes back, before he gets his network sorted, he was talking about Manchester United, whether we can make it to the Europa League. I'm also a Manchester United fan. So I think, like he said, if we can be in the top six by January, then I think we can make it. But anything outside of that, I don't think we can make it. if we can be in the top six by January or February, then I think we can make it. So I just think these players need to be able to play to this formation that this new manager has been trying to instill in them, and have been trying to coach them all right. But a lot of people say the manager is the problem because he's not flexible. He doesn't change his formation. The manager is the problem because he's one or two things are wrong with his system, his lineup, and all of that. And I also think Amorim should be a little bit flexible with his system too. But I see the kind of manager like Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace using the same formation, and he won Liverpool. He defeated Man City with the same formation and won the FA Cup with that same formation. So I don't think the formation is the problem. I think the players are the problem because they need to be as professional as they can and adapt to a formation that the manager is trying to instill in them. So I think the players need to do better. Yeah, I think the players need to do better. Okay, I before our guests come in, let me go to the next topic and analyze it before he comes back. Okay, can Liverpool realistically be the first team to win the quadruple? I think Liverpool are a very decent team. And Slot did very well last season, winning the Premier League without signing a lot. I think he didn't sign. I think he signed only one player, Chiesa, and he won the Premier League with the squad he inherited from Jurgen Klopp. Now he has signed a lot of players, quality players, but some of them have not clicked. Players like Fleur have not clicked. He's still trying to find his feet. But Ekitike has started to score. Isak has started to bring himself to speed with the team, and the likes of Frimpong, they are doing well. So but I think they still need to get a central defender. I think they wanted to go for Guehi of Crystal Palace, but they couldn't get him in the January transfer window. So they have to just make do with what they have. So I think if they can sort their defense in the January transfer window, and they are still in the Europa League. And sorry, and they are still in the okay. I think my okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, James? Can you
I
hear
don't
me?
know. I don't know if it's because I was talking about Man United that the network is misbehaving. So you see the
Uh,
issues. These are the issues.
that's
But
funny.
it's very well. So like I was saying, I believe that there's something there. There's something there. We have something. We have something as a club, but we just have to we just have to understand what this system is and play it to the letter. And also, I would I would appreciate the club putting measures in place where that the distraction of the media and every other thing is not affecting the players, because Man United is like the most talked about club in the world. And
Yes, you are
so,
correct. You
like,
are correct.
a lot of a lot of people are so eager to see this club fail, like, because it makes more sense to have like a headline where Grimsby is beating a Man United. It makes more sense. It gives more traction. So it feels like a lot of people are so out to see this club fail. But if we can just take out the distractions of the media, I feel there's something there for this club this season. I, I think I'm losing you there. I think I'm losing you there. I don't know if it's from my end. I think I miss. I don't know if you can hear me now. Oh my. My, what a day. I don't know if you can hear me, Chief. Hello there. Can you hear me, Chief?